My name is Carla Childs, and I serve on the board of directors for the Carbondale Chamber of Commerce. And this month, we have been highlighting a few of our Black-owned businesses and organizations here in the Carbondale area. And today, we have our very own Pastor Christopher Swims from Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church. And for me, this is definitely an exciting moment because he is also my pastor. He's been my pastor since 2012.
I think so.
Think so,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I've really watched him evolve as a person, as a pastor, and so this is just an awesome time to have him with me. And he is also a board member of the Carbondale Chamber of Commerce. So welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Carla. I'm glad to be here as
Yes.
well.
So let's talk about Hopewell for a little bit. How old is Hopewell?
This year, Hopewell will make 120 years old.
Wow. And how long have you pastored here?
I'm going into my 11th year as pastor. I've been here for 18 years altogether, but 11 years as pastor.
Wow. It's kind of awesome. So you've been here when the church was built, or?
No, I came
Okay.
a little bit after. This part of the sanctuary was built in, I think, 1999 or 2000. So I came a few years after the
After.
fact. But I was here when the Anderson Fellowship Hall was built.
Okay. Now, I know I overheard you saying that this was built for a reason.
Right.
So tell me about that.
So I never knew it until one of our predecessors, the Reverend Dr. Walter W. Matthews Sr., who was a pastor here for almost 15 years here at Hopewell. Very beloved pastor here, just in Carbondale area, loved Pastor Matthews. And he told me that the reason why he wanted to purchase this property here was because along Main Street, there is no Black-owned business.
Oh, wow.
And so Hopewell is the only Black-owned, not business, but organization as you go down Main Street. He wanted people to be able to ride down Main Street and see African Americans coming out of church on Sundays.
Wow.
So I never knew that. So he was here one time, and he was in town doing a revival, and I had him and Sister Matthews come by the church, just showing him around new things that we had did, and he mentioned that, and I was like, wow, I never knew that.
Wow, that is pretty awesome.
It is.
But one of the things that really drew me to Hopewell was that it was not just a church, you know, but it's very community centered, geared. So what are some of the things that Hopewell does in the community?
Well, when the pandemic first hit back in 2000, we was just trying to figure out how ministry looked. And so an opportunity came with the AKAs to be able to be a host site to hand out food boxes.
Okay.
So it was supposed to be a one-time thing, which turned into probably doing it once or twice a month for several months, where we gave out, I think, around over 1,500 boxes came through here, going out to different people. I mean, we had cars lined up all down Jackson Street. It was awesome. It was amazing. It was a great way for us to be able to serve. Ministry had changed. We weren't able to do what we were really doing before. So we were able to do that. Still able to do our back to school, which is probably one of our biggest outreaches that we do, one that we love so much. We gave out 1,000 backpacks, 1,500 backpacks. This year we're doing 2,000 backpacks in August. We are giving away 2,000 backpacks filled with supplies. And so even the pandemic did not stop us from doing that. We were able to do it. Great time last year, great partnership from our different school districts, from SIU. It was just absolutely amazing. So we're excited. Even the chamber has always been very supportive in helping us to make sure we have what we need.
Now, and I know that being a member, that number has increased drastically. I think when you first started, was it like 500 backpacks?
Listen, when we first started, we was just doing it just the kids here in church with a fashion show on a Wednesday night.
Wow.
So kids would come modeling down the aisle wearing the latest fashion. They have a backpack, and we saw a need. So we just started kind of doing it, you know, grab them, get them as they come. Once we're out, we're out. But we want to be very intentional and strategic, and so we set a number. And so that number has grown to 1,000 to 1,500. Now 2,000. Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Pastor Swim, so for those that are watching this interview, if someone would like to donate for the, back to school fair or for backpacks, tell them how they can donate.
Yes, you can text Hopewell MB to 77977. And we have an outreach fund that you can be able to give on there. You can send a check to the Hopewell, 400 East Main Street, Carbondale, Illinois, 62901, and you can put it on there, back to school or outreach. Doesn't make a difference. We'll make sure that we'll get it that way. You can text to give Hopewell MB to 77977. I think I just said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said it twice. But you can be able to give in those ways, and it's just, we're amazed every year how far that, just from Carbondale, how far our reach becomes, and helping students to have the backpacks. Even at school, I see a kid say, "Hey, you that guy from that church that gave him the backpack." They want to say bald head guy, but they don't say that. They want to be respectful. They don't say that part. But it's just amazing for us to be able to do it. Grateful for just partners and those that come alongside of us and help us to be able to do it. We're just amazed and thankful to God for the opportunity to be able to do it.
Now, just a side note, if someone is interested in coming on a Sunday, what are church times?
Yeah, so we have embraced the whole hybrid model now of ministry. We're in person and we're online. We're worshiping safe in person. We're social distancing. We have our masks. We have protocols when you first come in. So we're worshiping in person at 10 a.m. on Sundays. And then you can also watch at home in your own personal sanctuary at 10 o'clock. So we're just excited about what God is doing here at Hopewell in our city. Our vision is to bring help to our city, restoration to our community, and hope to our world. We can't say that we're a church and love God and not love our city. And so we want to not only say that, but we want to live that out in what we do.
Well, on behalf of the Carbondale Chamber of Commerce, we just want to extend ourselves, and we want to continue to connect with you.
Yes.
If you are in need of anything or just resources, a helping hand, please feel free to reach out to us.
Yes, absolutely.
And so thank you for taking some time out with me today.
Thank you. I appreciate
and
it.
this beautiful sanctuary.
Thank you.
And so thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am.